Yes. Hello, a good evening, good afternoon, and a great morning to the different people all over the world. As we've all heard, Mwesigwa Matthew, the MLM Prince from Superlife, Uganda, and doing a great job all over Africa and all over the great world with our Superlife opportunity. I'm so much happy and glad with the warm reception we've given me. And what I would ask is to also be able to know whether you can all hear me. If you can hear me, you can just say yes. You just type yes if you can hear me. Wow, each and everyone can hear me. So today is a great and a wonderful day. And as we've all seen on our screen, is we are hearing the sharing from our Singapore delegates. And as we all know, this wonderful trip was a trip incentive to our great hardworking members all over the world. And we thank God, we had different members from all over the world who managed to qualify. Then the company had to fulfill its promise. One thing I need to tell each and everyone here is Superlife as a company is the company in the entire world that promises each and every, in terms of gifting their members, in terms of the earnings and everything, it promises and it fulfills. So that is why we are all here. There are thousands of us, because if the company wasn't something that promises and fulfills, we wouldn't all be here. We would all be scattered somewhere else. But we thank God, it promises and it fulfills. So that is why we are here, all the 1,000, to listen, to witness, and hear from our great participants who are in Singapore. So as I put back this amazing poster back onto here, of our theme today is we are sharing from our participants. So I put back this. I believe we can all see it, the touch base with the Superlife Team Africa on the Singapore feedback. As we can see today, we are blessed. We have both the great leadership from South Africa and from Uganda. I think we can take maybe a minute or two to have just a small greeting from our amazing leader and a great CEO for the South African team, an amazing lady who has mentored this team to make sure they are what they are today. I think we can take maybe a minute or two. This amazing great lady may share just a greeting to the entire world, and then we continue to hear from our participants from Singapore, from both South Africa and also those that come from the team of Uganda. So I think I can ask to unmute. I can see. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews. Greetings to everyone. I'm so honored to be part of this meeting, and thank you so much for making it possible. I want to greet everyone from all over the world. Good morning to those, if it's morning, good afternoon, good evening. And here back home, I greet you all, my team. Thank you for making it to this wonderful Zoom. I believe from this meeting, you are not going to come out the same. So I am so much looking forward to what is going to be shared in here, especially that we have invited our youngsters to come and see and witness what others are doing out there. So without further ado, let me just allow Mr. MLM to continue taking us further, as I'm also worried that on our side, most of our speakers are mentioning that we are experiencing load shedding. So I'm worried maybe if it goes to up to 9 p.m. on our side, some of them might not be able to share. But let me not be long, but I just want to say thank you so much, and I welcome you all. Life is super.
Wow, life is so super. So keep telling each and every members who are on to connect their microphone, because as the load shedding is going on, also we have a chief whip onto the Zoom meeting who is going to remove each and everyone who doesn't have their microphone connected, so that more people who are outside can come into the Zoom meeting. So maybe from South Africa, I don't know whether you've managed to get a chance from the representative who is going to help me introduce the participants. Did they become co-hosts?
Can you please check for Crown Team SA?
Good evening.
Crown Team.
Here I
Yes,
am.
Crown
My
Team
name is
SA
Ronnie.
on. Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you
wow,
so much
wow.
for having us on board. So from the South African team, a warm greeting here from South Africa to participants and members across the world. Life certainly is super. And without any further ado, let me start by introducing one of the leaders. She is coming across all the way from Nelspruit in South Africa. So I'm just going to look for Mamhlanti, who will be our very first speaker this evening.
Yeah, so as you're looking for her, because we're going to do it like this. One person from that side, then we have one person from our side. Wonderful.
Excellent.
So
all right,
you can continue.
All right. So Mamhlanti, if you are ready, I've seen you've unmuted. The floor is all yours, leader.
Good evening, great leaders. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. Thank you, Leader Rani. As Leader Rani have introduced me, I'm Leader Mamhlanti, who is a very proud Superlife distributor. I'm based in Mpumalanga, like she has said. Okay, I've joined Superlife because I was tired of being broke, tired of living from hand to mouth. Can you hear me, leaders?
Loud and clear, my leader.
Thank you, leader. As I've said, I joined Superlife because I was tired of being broke, living from hand to mouth. So I was just looking for something that will bring me an extra 1,000 Rand a month. Little did I know that actually God led me to a giant company. I am very happy in Superlife. I am content and I am satisfied. Okay. I even had 2 international trips. Can you imagine, with Superlife? First, it was in 2022 when we were in Dubai. And now in February, we were in Singapore, something I was only dreaming of. But then Superlife made it a reality. My recent experience in Singapore was amazing. I got to meet with other leaders. That gave me assurance that really Superlife is the best company and anyone can partner with. It is really a great company. It gave me assurance that Superlife is here to stay. It is not going anywhere. I was so motivated and came back fired up to push my business, even like to push it like nobody's business. We were even up and down exploring the beauty of Singapore, learning so much about the beautiful place and how they live their lives there. It was really a beautiful experience to me. And anyone who didn't want this, like if you want to be an international traveler, come on, join Superlife. You have seen us traveling. Some people might feel that Superlife is now old and would want to jump into these new companies. But what I can say is that rather join a company that has proven itself, that has proven itself to be trustworthy. We have seen companies come and go, but Superlife has been standing for 8 years. It has been consistent in what they have been consistent in what they had promised. And it's still creating multimillionaires. I mean, what more do you want to see or do you want to be told so that you can believe that Superlife is a giant company? I've realized that people have gained more trust now that we've been to Singapore. They've gained more trust in Superlife. And even those who wanted to join, but they were doubting, now they are joining the company. They are coming in numbers. I've been registering people even from outside South Africa. And even those who left thinking that Superlife is sinking, they are coming back now, leaders. So I can assure you that Superlife is the best company to be. It is it is the giant company. Okay, it is my first company and it is the last company I'll be working for. So for as long as Superlife is here, I'm staying in Superlife. Life is super. Thank you so much, leaders.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leader Rani from South Africa, and a great lady doing this business and really enjoying the fruits of hard work. So each and everyone here, that is how Superlife is doing great things. So we've had Leader Rani from South Africa, and we're going to have now,
Sorry to disturb you, MLM.
Yes.
The leader that was sharing just now is Leader Mamshanti. You even took pictures with her.
Yes.
Let him say the name, Mamshanti.
Okay, our wonderful leader who introduced is called Leader Rani.
Yes.
Oh, that's where the confusion is.
Now Mkulu is challenging you. Can you call the name correctly? Mamshanti.
Mamshanti, Leader Mamshanti, yeah.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Very
So,
good.
yeah, so Superlife is teaching us to a lot of things, yeah. So, I would like to introduce another great leader, and this great leader started the business, which business he got introduced to while in USA, and he's still so new into the business. And this gentleman is Mr. Moise. He's based in USA, but he's doing this business with a lot of great commitment and hard work. And guess what? In the shortest time of doing business, he managed to be among our great participants in Singapore. So without wasting any time, I would like to ask Mr. Moise. I can see the great team is excited that our CEO in USA and all that. So Mr. Moise, I would like to ask you to unmute. Moise, Mr. Moise, I ask you to unmute so that you can share with us. I've asked you to unmute. You can unmute and share with us.
All right. Super life. Life is super. Super life. Life is super. Yes, a very good evening to you all, and a very good good evening to you all. Let me hope you're all doing fine. So very happy. Thank you so much, the great CEO, the MLM Prince, for the amazing opportunity you have given me to share with the world. And greetings every single person in South Africa. I'm so very much excited to actually be here. My name is Mozedon, and you live in USA? I was born in Uganda, and currently now in USA, leading the team USA here. I'm so much very excited. I joined this business as any single person looking for actually an amazing opportunity in terms of producing passive income and residual incomes. I've been looking for the opportunity to serve the many in different countries. And I found out that Superlife company, it was the most company I ever got since I got in the USA. I was getting a company, looking for a better company to work with, but due to actually not having enough company, a good company that is very registered and a unique product to work with, I couldn't even start anything of the company until when I get introduced with this amazing opportunity of Superlife company. I'm so very much happy. Even adding on that, the effort I used, and I was able to actually, during the excitement I had of the company, I did it with amazing, okay. So I did it with a very excitement, and it allowed me to actually be able to get an opportunity of qualifying to go on the trips. You understand? So this is the amazing opportunity. One thing I learned is that without commitment, you will never start, and without consistent, you never finish. That's one thing I really learned from day one starting And that's why it drove me very crazy to make sure I'm leading my team. I make sure I'm reaching out every single person. He gets what he wants in life. So one thing I want to share is I had this is amazing opportunity that allowed me to travel nations whereby I never traveled outside of the country from USA, other than USA. But during the opportunity I had of network marketing business with Superlife company, I was able to travel Asia, Japan due to this opportunity of Superlife company. So what I'm telling you is, no matter what age you're on, no matter how long you've been in the business, you can still do it as long as you're committed to it. I had an opportunity of meeting like Mr. Latekin himself and other great leaders with a wonderful experience in the business. So you also can do it. I'm so much excited for the whole team USA. I'm here to tell you something that for the next trip we're having here in going in South Africa, I'm telling that I will make sure if I was managed to do it by myself, next time we are going to South Africa with the whole team here. We'll see you soon. Life is super with Superlife. I know everybody can do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, leader. So I suppose we are going to be having a South African speaker up next. And for that, I would like to introduce our very own young and vibrant leader who is definitely shaking up the platforms here in South Africa. And she hails all the way from Johannesburg. And here this evening, we have leader Nomathembu, who we're going to have up next speaking to us. Leader Nomathembu.
Leader, can you just maybe take Leader Louis? Sorry to disturb. Nomathembu
Okay.
is having an unstable network.
All right. So let me introduce Leader Louis, who is in a very female-dominated industry here in South Africa. The Crown Team SA is a very female-dominated team here in South Africa. So I humbly introduce to you one of the very few male statures in the Crown Team SA teams. And let me introduce him to you. He is our very own leader, Louis Tumalo, and he will be gracing us next. So leader Louis, let me bring you on board. If you can unmute. Leader Louis, can you hear us? I don't seem to find him on here, leader.
Check from Leader Tuli's phone, maybe. The network is a
Tulisile,
challenge.
Tulisile 84, let's see if we can find him there.
Yes.
Leader,
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Life is super. Life is super with Superlife. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, leaders. Thank you, Leader Rani. Thank you to Super Queen and Mkulu out there. And thank you to all the leaders. I'm so proud, to be, rubbing shoulders with the top leaders like this. Guys, my name is Louis. They call me the pilot. My team called me the pilot. Okay, I was actually born in one of the cities of South Africa, which is Pretoria, but I was raised in a small town of Nongoma in KZN. And from there, I grew up like everybody, during those years. Guys, I am a proud member of Superlife. I have been wondering all these years, searching for Superlife World Company. I didn't know I was searching for Superlife World Company. I just want to tell you the reason why I joined Superlife. The most reason I joined Superlife is that I was so hungry. I was so hungry for success, and I was so hungry to change the lives of other people as well. And I did believe that network marketing company, a business, is the only business that can rescue me from this. But I didn't know there was Superlife World out there. Eventually, I was actually led to know Superlife World through my top leader, Super Queen and Mkulu, of which I want to be honest on this one, of which I couldn't actually just sign in as quick as that. And I really think I wasted my time on there. 24 May 2019, and then I signed up with Superlife. And the reason that made me to sign with Superlife, or what made me to sign with Superlife, was because out of all other companies, I noticed that there is a leader that found Superlife by the name of Mr. Laite Ken. When I read his history, it was to find that he was a I beg your pardon, he was a networker himself. And then that made me to believe that out of all the companies that I went through, this is the man that I can actually follow. And I did that. Imagine, guys, you cannot believe. And I had a belief in me that this is my last company in network marketing that I'm going to be working with. This is the company that I'm going to deal with, whether it's in thick or thins, whatever we call it, I will deal with Superlife. So since I came to Superlife, my life started to change. Guys, I believed in building. I believe in building a good structure. And then I said, let me build. I didn't run for cash. I didn't run for success, but I wanted to build a solid team. I believe in building quality. So I did that. I know very soon I'm going to be one of the multimillionaires. Through Superlife, I started to earn what I've never earned in my life. Through Superlife, I managed to change other people's lives. Through Superlife, I've managed, to visit different countries around the world. The first company that took me overseas in 2020, we traveled to Thailand, where we visited Bangkok, we visited Pattaya City. I remember that a dinner cruise we had there that can never come out of my mind. In 2021, there was that lockdown in South Africa, and then we had to go Sunny Pass Resort in Drakensberg by Crown Team SA. Thank you to Super Queen and Mkulu. So we visited for the whole week in Sunny Pass there, enjoying, learning a lot from other people. 2022, we visited Dubai. Wow, Dubai. I can never forget that. We visited Dubai for almost a week as well. We learned a lot there. What I learned is the culture from other nations, the culture from other countries. I learned that, and I was so proud. And then another thing that I actually learned is that, like Leader Rani mentioned earlier on, one of the few men in the female-dominant business, which is a network marketing in South Africa. But I learned from those other countries that, hey, man, it's different from us. It's other way around. There is a lot of males in this business, and most of these males are successful. That's one thing I learned, and I'm willing to change that as well in South Africa. So that was in Dubai. 2022, and then how can I forget? 2022, yes. We had an MSC cruise, one of the top cruise, around the world, from Durban to Portuguese island, that we were there floating on the sea, sailing to nowhere, just around the sea. That was a huge experience to me. That showed me who Superlife is, how powerful Superlife is. 2024, February, there we are, Singapore. Wow. Like they say, it's one of the most expensive countries in the world. I learned a lot there. I learned a lot, although the heat was actually hitting us, but we couldn't even feel it. There was so much experience. That business conference that we had, all those leaders. I remember one leader from one of the African countries who was actually, living, selling some newspapers on the street, couldn't even go home. But that leader today is a millionaire. That tells me Superlife can change each and every one, no matter how old you are, as long as you are over 18. It doesn't matter how old you are after that. And then I learned a lot, that business conference that we had there, guys, I must say especially to our partners in Africa, African countries. I thank you guys a lot. You have actually taught me quite a lot, about, doing the business, about doing Superlife business. I will never leave Superlife, never ever. And then also I remember, driving to Universal Studio. That was fantastic, fantastic. And then the whole thing in Singapore was so fantastic, let alone the food that we ate. We were eating. That was our job, wake up, eat, drive, experience, the Singapore events, and then come back, eat again. We overweight today. We got to fight our, with our weight. So, ladies and gentlemen, or my big leaders, I must say to you, Superlife is one of the best companies. Those who are still not in Superlife now, but listening to this show, guys, you better jump in as soon as you can. And then, what is my expectations in the next few years? I must say to you guys, as leaders, I can see the bright future ahead of me. Really, I really humble myself before you. I see the bright future before me. Trust me, the pilot will be putting this on auto cruise now. And the owner is going to be cruising by itself because I'm going to be enjoying. There will be no turbulences, on that plane. I will be called one of the multimillionaires around the globe. And I mean that. I want to be one of the people to influence, motivate, and teach the youth of today to avoid getting trapped in that corner poverty like we did, some of us. So I think it's the time now that we come to rescue those people coming from us, from the system. And then talking about, guys, since I'm with Superlife, the testimonies that I have, helping the people, I could not believe in my life that I will ever I will at one day help a person who is at stage 3, stage 4 cancer illness, and then to find the person after a few months he's cancer free. I never thought that I will rescue a man that has been in a ward, that in intensive ward, whereby a person will be called to come and switch off the machines because it makes no difference. But to find with just a box of STC30, that person will come back to life again. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe myself and my team, really. I'm talking about the really testimony here. After the person was actually, waking up, came back to life, he even invited us to come to attend his marriage. That is so wonderful. So, financial change about that, guys, I don't know what to say. In my life, before I met Superlife, I never earned what I'm earning every day, every All right. Thank you so much, leaders. Life is super with a super life.
Can we see a face,
I don't know
please?
if I'm still on.
Your face, leader, please, before you leave.
Gosh. The speaker, what happened here?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh gosh, what happened there? I'm sorry, ladies.
The video leadership
okay.
before you say bye-bye. Can we see?
Thank you so much. Life is super. Life is super, my leader.
We can't see you, but bye-bye.
Oh my God, what happened? My leadership.
Next time, leader.
So thank you so much, Leader Louis from South Africa. And we've really enjoyed your kind of sharing and experience with Superlife, as we've all had the country after country, the experience with both our products, with the different people around him who have gotten testimonies, and also the financial change because of Superlife. Tomorrow, it could be you who is listening right now. This is the opportunity for you. So, without wasting any time, I would want to introduce another great speaker from Superlife Uganda. And the gentleman I'm introducing is a very young gentleman. He's doing Superlife, and I can't say Superlife has been a game changer to him. He told me one time, because he told me he had never dreamt of traveling anywhere into the world. But because of Superlife, today he will tell you what Superlife has done, the countries he has never dreamt of. He has been traveling country after country and also growing a great income. So I would want to ask Mr. Andrew Mutiwa, I'll ask you to unmute. Mr. Andrew, I ask you to unmute, and you could share with us your great the experience, what you loved most. Mr. Andrew? I ask you to unmute, or maybe you can raise up your hand, because I may be unmuting a different person. Can you raise up your hand, Mr. Andrew? Can you raise up your hand? I can't see you. Or maybe you type in the chat room the name you're using onto your Zoom. Mr. Andrew, Mr. Andrew. Maybe he's having a network challenge. So I think if the next speaker from South Africa is ready, you can first share, as Mr. Andrew is preparing his network.
Sure, not a problem. So I've already unmuted the next speaker. She is a very young, vibrant leader, all the way from Johannesburg, and she is Leader Sive. So without any further ado to this leader, you have the platform, my leadership. Over to you.
Good evening, leaders. My name is Leader Sive from South Africa, Johannesburg. It is such a great honor to be here tonight. I feel like I'm on an international stage already. Life is super, leaders. So I joined Superlife in 2019. It's been 5 years since I joined Superlife. Before, I was working as a domestic worker. So when the opportunity came, I was broke. All I wanted was money, nothing more. What the product did, I didn't care. I didn't care about the product or anything. All I wanted was to have money. So with Superlife, I've managed to do a lot of things. My life has changed from zero to something else. So I've managed, I got myself property through Superlife. I've apartments that I've built that I'm renting out, which is now another source of income through Superlife. I've traveled. My first international trip was Thailand. I went to Dubai. I went to Malaysia. I've been on a cruise. I know what it feels like to have dinner on a cruise, leaders, because of Superlife. And recently I've been to Singapore a few weeks back. So what I can say I learned in Singapore is that I had the most beautiful experience. It was fun. The place is really amazing, very motivational, especially being surrounded by the most successful people in the business. Sometimes you think you are doing well until you meet people that are doing more than you. And that really pushes you. And that really pushes you to actually up your game, and also getting to learn about the Singapore culture and background, and also learning about their history of the place and how they got to be one of the most world-class cities and the most expensive city in the world. And also I got to learn that it started from a small fishing village, but how did it come to be a more place world class? And that really got me to realize that sometimes it's not about what you have at your disposal, but your mindset, your vision. And you have to be a visionary. You have to have a purpose that is bigger than just you. Since we are all leaders, we have to think of everyone and to be people and not just yourself. And the cleanliness of the city. Something that I learned very much, I discovered that if you're sleeping, don't ever think that everyone is sleeping. You must be sleeping, but other people are working. So I really learned a lot with Superlife. I've managed to buy myself also 2 cars, and the other one that I'm driving now. I've managed to take my daughter to private schools. Like, it's a lot, leaders. I've always wanted to be into property business. I've managed to build myself apartments that I'm renting out also. And what I've learned also in this business is consistency. Consistency is what also I wanted to share with you, leaders. To be consistent in the business, I think it's the mindset. It's how you perceive or how you give perspective on what consistency is. So when I say today the business might be slow, and then whether you give up, but then tomorrow it can be productive in such a way that you always want it to be like that. But other people have given up because today they were making money and tomorrow the business is low. But what you can do, just show up no matter the circumstances, whether there is business or not, show up on your business. It has worked for me. I'm almost a crown diamond. You're soon to becoming crown diamond. Life is super, leaders. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, amazing great lady, Sive from South Africa. And all the ladies out there, you can see she's still a young lady, making it big and experiencing all the goodies of Superlife. Venturing into real estate business, driving her own cars, the children in private schools and everything anyone would wish to have. So we can all make it, and let's take Superlife very seriously. So as I can see, the great leader, who is also a young star growing the business, he's now available. His network is now okay, Mr. Andrew. And I ask you to unmute Mr. Andrew. Wow, he's here now.
Wow. Am I loud and clear, sir?
Yes, we can hear you very well, and we can see you very smart.
Wow, thank you so much for this great opportunity. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. Good morning. My name is Andrew Mutibwa, a proud and passionate member of Superlife. I'm the CEO, Record Breakers team, and I come from Uganda. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, they say in life, we don't remember days, but we remember moments. I want to thank my financial angel, Mr. Mwesigwa Matthew. Is the gentleman who introduced me to Superlife business. And I want to thank the great leaders from South Africa, Madam Pinky and the hubby. Wow, my name once again is Andrew Mutibwa, and I want to share with you shortly my experience in Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, I joined this business few years ago. I didn't even have a passport in my life. Today, I've been able to travel to different countries. I've been to Dubai, not once but twice. Dubai was so enjoyable. Ladies and gentlemen, I went to Malaysia. Malaysia was so enjoyable. But ladies and gentlemen, I went to Singapore, a city and a country of itself. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm talking right now, I don't regret joining this business. My experience in Singapore, I have never experienced it anywhere. Even in Dubai, it is not there. Even in Malaysia, it wasn't there. This trip to Singapore, it was a trip of its own. It was my first time to experience seafood. It was my first time to put something in the plate which had even nails. Do you know nails? Eating something with nails, fingernails. It was so shocking. Seafood was scary because in Uganda we don't eat it, but in Singapore it was my first time to see seafood. Ladies and gentlemen, in Singapore, I got a chance to be recognized on an international platform. I'm a Crown Diamond by rank and very soon hitting double Crown Diamond shortly. I got a chance to be recognized in front of the great leaders. It was such a great moment. And Singapore trip is a very memorable trip I will never forget in my entire life. And the only problem we had was eating. You know, Ugandans, we like food so much. I ate to the fullest, and I don't remember any minute when I was hungry. All the time I was full. Even the stomach was full of food all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, a great experience was in the Universal Studios. I got a chance to visit the Universal Studios. This is a place whereby they play all the movies you usually enjoy. Superlife took me to Universal Studios, and I've never even dreamt of reaching this level. I got a chance to experience the 6D movie at the Transformers. Those people who enjoy Transformers movie. I got a chance to reach at the exact place where they played this movie, Transformers. And me myself, I enjoyed the movie live. I was among other players. And I call myself right now a film star because this movie was so scary. I got a chance to visit the desert in the Universal Studios, the Egypt, country of Pharaoh. I got a chance to visit Pharaoh's place in the Universal Studios. All the buildings I used to see in the movie, I got a chance to see them live. You know, these 3 buildings you usually see in the movies. I got a chance to see them live. Ladies and gentlemen, Superlife, I don't demand it anything, but Superlife demands me results. And right now, when I came back to Uganda, even my team right now, it is producing great results. If you hear about any company trip, don't miss it. I'm not too old by age, but I made a great decision to join Superlife. And right now, I'm achieving my dreams at a very young age. I want to encourage all the youth watching me. It is more than possible. Just believe in yourself. Success doesn't know age. Just believe in yourself and embrace this great opportunity. When I was joining this business, I never thought of traveling. But today, Superlife is keeping on surprising me with great trips. Singapore is a very expensive country, and I would wish everyone here to get a chance to visit this country. It is very interesting, very funny. I got a chance to go on the boat cruise. Mr. King took us on a boat cruise at the night, and we toured the entire city of Singapore at night on water. When we were on the boat cruise, they played us very soft music. Imagine yourself seated in the middle of the city, in the waters, while enjoying soft music. When you're moving around the city, imagine yourself touring the entire city while seated on the boat, playing you soft music, watching the buildings you used to see in the films, watching them live. I wouldn't have made it if I didn't take the great decision to join Superlife business. Right now, because of time, I'm warming up for South Africa trip. And I want to inform Madam Pinky that I'm coming to also see what is in South Africa. I know Nelson Mandela and other different historical sites there, but I'm more than ready to also visit South Africa this year, cutters of Superlife. And I want to encourage the whole team that don't miss South Africa trip. Never miss any company trip because they are so marvelous. This trip was so fire, and I believe South Africa will be more fire. But it is a great moment I will never forget, and there is no way I can explain you more than if you reach there yourself. The way I'm explaining you, you won't understand it only if you reach there yourself. I want to thank you people for listening to me. It was such a great moment to share with you. And Mutigwa in Uganda, Superlife on top, and Uganda, we are more than ready to do this business. We are more than ready to take Superlife more than on top. We are ready to create more fire in Uganda. And I want to inform the whole world that we are going to work like never before, and to make sure that we put Superlife on top in the entire country of Uganda and the entire world. Thank you for listening to me. I love you so much. We meet in South Africa. Life is super. Life is super. Thank you so much, my financial angel, and thank you the entire team for listening to a former porter, today a self-made billionaire working with Superlife. Life is super.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so
so-
much, great leader. And yeah, leader Rani, you can introduce the next speaker.
Perfect. So the next speaker that I'm going to be introducing to you, also to give you a few words on her experience in Singapore, also hails all the way from South Africa. If I can just share with you, it is leader Nomathembu, all the way from Johannesburg in South Africa, that is going to be coming up next. Let me just ask her to unmute. Leader Nothembu. Leader Nothembu, do you hear me? Super Queen, I'm wondering if she's got load shedding because I don't see her on here.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Nothembu, I see her. I see
Okay.
her. Leader Nothembu. She doesn't have a microphone on though. Let's see if we can find her. Leader Tembu, can you hear us? There we go. Ask to unmute. Can you please unmute your video? Leader Tembu, can you hear us? There we go.
Hello, leaders. My name is Nomathembu Mthembu. I'm from Joburg. I joined Superlife in 2020, and it has been a joyride ever since. And as a graduate, I want to encourage the people that have graduated, because when you leave school, you are told to get a degree. After getting a degree, you need to work. That mindset has to change. That mindset, it closes you into a bowl, and you never want to do anything except to work. So unfortunately in South Africa, that's the kind of mindset that we all have, that we need to get employed, get education, and join the working environment. But unfortunately in South Africa, the working environment is unfavorable at the moment because the employment rate is continuously increasing. So if you go to work, if you can't get to work, what do you do as a graduate? You sit at home. But whilst you're sitting at home, you can get a chance and start. The great thing about Superlife, you can start a business with 1,380. There's limited capital. You start your own business, your own as a graduate, as a working person. You start building your Superlife at home. You learn to work after 5 o'clock. Isn't that lovely? Because after working hours, you can expand your working hours and you can earn whatever money you want to earn, because your salary can be 10,000 rands. But with Superlife, your salary is not fixed. Your salary is your own time. If you invest time in your Superlife business, that's how you're gonna get money. So you need to invest in your business. You need to invest on your time. You need to you do whatever you want after 8 o'clock. So I would like to encourage people that have graduated, that are unemployed. You need to start looking for other businesses. You need to start looking for other ways to earn income, because in South Africa, having a job is not secured. Having a job after graduating is not secured, because people the environment currently is not favorable to the working class. Even when you are employed, because the unemployment rate is so high, when you are employed, the affordability is not favorable. People that earn 10,000 rands are in debt currently. They cannot survive because of the high unemployment. When there's high unemployment, meaning that the financial and economic climate of South Africa, if there's high unemployment, it means people cannot buy. If people cannot buy, businesses cannot employ. And so it goes on and goes on and goes on. So how are we going to help our country be financially secured? By us having businesses on the side. If we have businesses on the side, we have money to buy. If we have money to buy, people can invest in our country. So no more as graduates sitting at home thinking that you're going to get employed. You employ yourself, because with my Superlife money, I go to the hair salon. From the hair salon, I have money to pay my hairstylist. From then it goes on and on. And I'm not only feeding myself, I'm feeding other families. There's a helper that comes in. I'm feeding that helper. So it goes on and on and on. So I would like to encourage those that have just gotten out of school, that are looking for an employment. Yes, they must look for employment, but they must never think that Superlife network marketing is for the uneducated. There are doctors here. There are doctors. There are super rich doctors. There are CAs. It gives you an added advantage if you are educated, fine. But don't think that your degree is the end of the world. If you are unemployed, go into the street, look for a team, sell your Superlife, be in the network marketing side. It's gonna feed your family. It's not gonna feed your family only. It's gonna feed other families that will also depend on the money that you're making from Superlife. Thank you, leaders.
Wow, thank you so much. Though I think Leader Rani, you can help me on the pronunciation of the name, because we are here to learn.
All right,
Leader
so the
Rani,
name the name is Nomatembo.
Nomatembo. Wow. Because
Correct.
the way they write it and the pronunciation is totally different. So otherwise, we're so much happy to hear from you, Leader Nomatembo from South Africa. And we are so much pleasured to see that a great and amazing lady like you take Superlife very seriously, because very many people out there, they could say maybe like, I can say you like you're a mother figure to many of us, but you are really taking the business very seriously. So it means you inspire us, the youth, to take also this business very seriously, to also be great and to help very many others. So we're going to have another speaker. I can say this is the second last from Uganda. We are going to have a great gentleman who has also done this business, and he has gotten a chance to travel to very many different countries, all because of taking Superlife business serious. And the good thing is, by him working hard, he has not only traveled alone, but with a lot of his leaders. So today, allow me introduce Mr. Mugerawa Hub, who is going to be sharing with us his experience in Singapore, how he's been enjoying these international trips, and maybe because he has traveled always not only alone, but with part of his team, what message does he have for you who is out there who doesn't take such trips seriously and doesn't utilize this opportunity? So Mr. Mugerawa Hub, I ask you to unmute, then you could share with us.
All right, thank you so much. All right, can you hear me?
Very well, very loud and clear.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. CEO MLM Prince Mweswa Matthew, for the amazing opportunity. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to all the people from Uganda. And I think it's the same time to people from Zambia, because I have my leader here from Zambia, Mr. Mon, and even to people from South Africa. This is Wahab Mugera speaking to you. I personally, I didn't manage to go to school to finish my studies. But what I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Superlife found me when I'm a struggling youth. It found me on the streets of Kampala when I'm cruising border to get something to feed myself and even my family. Ladies and gentlemen, to cut the story short, I've done Superlife now for 6 years, but 6 years I don't regret because it has done me wonders. I personally joined this business when I had like 5 things to achieve in life. Number 1, I wanted to drive myself. Today, as I talk, I'm driving my first car, and I'm even in the process of getting a second machine. Today, as I talk, I joined this business when I wanted my mother to stop renting. Today, as I talk, my mother is now staying at her own place because of this amazing opportunity of Superlife. Today, as I talk, I joined this business when I wanted to travel nations. Currently, as I talk, I've traveled nations this year alone. Before we even go to South Africa, I have other trips, my personal trips. So the business helped me also to improve on my English, because I remember when in my early days when I had just started the business, I couldn't even speak English. I remember my mentor, the MLM Prince, used to tell me, you force yourself also to speak English. You never know time is going to come when you're even having international platforms, when you have to speak it. Today, I can speak it very clearly. But ladies and gentlemen, to cut the story short, today, I can even show you my land titles. I remember when I joined this business, I had only the national ID. It was the only thing which could have my real names. But today, as I talk, I have land titles, I have a passport, I have a driving permit, and a lot are still coming on my way. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me try to share with you a little bit about Singapore. I remember there's not anyone who enjoyed Singapore like me. I enjoyed Singapore to the fullest because I remember we had only 4 activities. Only 4 activities. Those are the activities which I had to do. Number 1 was eating. I remember they used to wake up very early, us early in the morning just to take breakfast. I remember my upline MLM Prince and Mr. One Way, they used to call us, you wake up just to take breakfast. Some of other people out there, they just wake them early in the morning to go and struggle. But for us, they used to wake us up just to go and we get breakfast. Not only that, we used to travel to tour around Singapore. I remember we went to Universal Studios. I remember for us in Uganda, we have people who used to interpret movies. Those people, they interpret movies, but none of them had ever gone there. But I personally, I reached in Universal Studios, and I'm now the one who has to find those people who interpret movies. And I tell them what exactly happens there, because I personally managed to go there. Secondly, I remember when I went to Universal Studios, I was with my leaders. There is the one in USA, Mr. Moise Don, and there is even another one, Mutumba Joseph. We used to move around, 3 of us. But I personally, I saw some of people from Singapore. I don't know how they are called. Are they called Singaporeans? Maybe. Singaporeans, they used to look at me when they think maybe I'm a native there because I'm somehow white, I'm somehow brown like them. But my leaders, Mr. Mutumba and Mr. Moise Don, they used to move around. When they're looking at them, they're calling them for pics and whatever. So I was like, maybe is there any gel which can make someone brown also to look black? Because these guys, they were taking a show. And I was like, what can I do? But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Time came when we had to get food, because we used to sleep, to tour around the city, even to sleep. We had the best hotels. You know, Singapore is one of the most expensive cities. So we went to the hotel. Holiday Inn Express, it was one of the most expensive hotels in Singapore. I remember we went there, we enjoyed food. Actually, what I can tell ladies and gentlemen, I can't say it all, but most of the things which happened in Singapore stays in Singapore. Because I used to face some of Singaporeans, those young chicks from Singapore. They used to call me for pics and whatever. I went there, we enjoyed. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't say it all. But what you have to do, if you're in Superlife, make sure you get a passport. Make sure you get very safe, because very soon we are going to have more trips which are loading. There is another trip in South Africa which is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stop even telling you this. I can't remember a day when we were going to the cable cars. I ordered for a taxi. There was a gentleman, and the guy was around 67 years. He called me his boss. You know what? I felt so happy, because I remember the days the business phoned me. I was someone very miserable. Today, because of Superlife opportunity, now people approach me as their boss, because I'm the one paying them for any service given to me. Ladies and gentlemen, when we went to Singapore, I saw a lot of technology. Today, we are having a lot of people who are doing business in Uganda and all over Africa. Some of you people are becoming lazy because you think job opportunities are there. You still have that mindset of thinking about jobs. When we went to Singapore, we found a lot of people when they are crying because of machines and robots which are now taking over their jobs. I remember in our hotel, we found like 3 robots. When people are just ordering, when they reach at the robots, they just make their orders, they get served in just a few minutes. That's why in Singapore, there was no more black people. They are not there because now the technology is taking over. You people, some of you are using a lot of energy to get money. But let me tell you this, how long are you going to be with that energy? It's better we try these systems of Superlife. We build our systems, and at least we become better people in the world. But now the robots are coming. I remember time came when I wanted to take some tea. And I went to the machine. They told me you have to place your visa there. After placing the visa, you place a paper cup. I placed it there. I got in my coffee without anyone helping me. Now, when you look at that work, it could need like 5 people to be employed, but none was needed by that time. It was about having your visa, you place the tea, the kind of tea you need, and then you get what you wanted. So what I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, anyone who is here and who is still believing in hard work, now hard work is also going to be out-fashioned. Now people are using smart work. Let us do the business seriously. For sure, what I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you hear a Superlife trip, just make sure you be part of the trip. Today, I'm also planning to move a lot of countries, but I'll never enjoy any trip. Actually, I don't believe I can get any trip, which is better than a Singapore trip. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to stop here because I was still on the way, but I parked a car somewhere so that I can share with you. I want to send my greetings to all the leaders in South Africa, and I want to send my greetings to all the leaders doing the business in Uganda. I want to thank our uplines, most so the MLM Prince and Mr. Wanwe, my financial angel. I want to thank Mr. Wanwe for showing me this amazing opportunity. You've been there for us. Keep on being there for us, Mr. MLM Prince. Keep on helping more and grooming more millionaires. Life is super. I wish you the best. May God bless you all.
Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, and I've liked his kind of sharing. And when he talked about the machine where you make tea for yourself, I remember Mr. Wahab wanted to cheat that machine because there is a part where you press either small T or big T. So he pressed small T, then he got a big cup, thinking he would cheat the machine, and then it places a lot of tea, yet he asked it for medium tea. So he was so disappointed. The machine gave him small tea. No wonder he got a big cup. So that's how far technology has gone. So each and everyone who is here, let's take this business serious. Otherwise, if we don't, technology is going to have us phased out, and we won't have any jobs. We won't have any opportunity if we don't embrace the Superlife opportunity right now. Yeah, so I think our leader Rani can give us, could I say the last speaker from South Africa? Yeah, probably. Maybe the last speaker.
Okay. Right. I think the last speaker, let's see. Crown Team SA has been very blessed to be led by a team leader such as her. As I've said, this network marketing industry in South Africa is a female-driven industry, and we have a business mogul leading us, guiding us, showing us, and who's also at the very same time following in the footsteps of our very own Mr. Laiteken. I want to introduce to everybody here on Zoom meeting this evening our very own lioness in this industry under the banner of Superlife, under the banner and the flagship of Superlife World, led by our very own Mr. Laiteken. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our very own Super Queen. Over to you, my leader.
Mr. MLM.
Yes.
Can you comment this?
So
can you comment this?
I've been so surprised.
Hi.
Because, but I think what I would request is maybe you be the next speaker after our last participant from Uganda, because you must be having a lot to share with us from what is going to happen in South Africa. Remember, our next trip is South Africa, and our great leader has to tell us what will happen in South Africa so that we get prepared, we work very hard. So I think, but for now, let me first introduce our last speaker from Uganda. Then we have Queen Mother Pinky to tell us broadly about South Africa. Yeah, so I think without wasting any time, the gentleman I'm introducing, he had helped to introduce to us when we were starting this meeting. And he's a great leader, growing a lot of leaders all over Uganda and Africa and the entire world. And He also enjoyed and experienced this trip not only by himself, but also with other people from his team from different countries. So allow me introduce Mr. Joseph Mutumba Sevume to share with us something about his experience and how he plans to have more members in his team to South Africa. You're most welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, the MLM Prince. I'm so delighted to be invited. I'm so happy since we are doing the home business. As I speak now, I'm home. As you can see. Yeah, I'm home with my daughter, my beautiful daughter. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to some of you and good morning to also some of you, but I know majority of us, it is an evening here in East Africa and Uganda. Speaking to you, as I told you earlier, Sevume Joseph Mutumba is my name, and I'm a passionate and a proud member of Superlife by choice. At first, it is Superlife that chose me, but later I also chose Superlife. Samantha, you go back inside. Later, I chose Superlife. This is how it began. I was invited to see a network marketing business one day. And to tell you the fact, I didn't have even any idea about network marketing, trust me. And I first rejected this opportunity for over 7 months when my upline invited me. But later on, I realized it is the best and I joined. So to give you a small background about me, I went to school but like any other person, but unfortunately, I never completed the studies because of the finance. So I had to drop out of school and started hustling like any other youth. And before Superlife, I had tried this and that for over 7 years, but I never found any fortune in any of the businesses I tried and the jobs. So before Superlife, the last job I did, I was a motorcyclist. As I told you earlier, I was a retired, I'm now a retired border cyclist by profession. That's what I can call myself. So I came and saw this opportunity. And to tell you the fact, even if they would teach me anything else, I would join because I never had any idea about network marketing. And Superlife is my first company, if I'm to tell you, and my last, if I'm to tell you again. It is my last company, trust me. I will not choose any other company. Later, when I understood network marketing, I had to choose Superlife forever. So I came with also some dreams. As my upline said, I also came with some dreams. And one of the dreams I had, it was to drive myself. I'm now driving a second car in the business. I first bought a Toyota Mark X. That was 2020 when I was just 2 years in the business. And currently, as I speak now, I'm driving a Mitsubishi Pajero here in Kampala, Uganda. I'm cruising. So that dream is now fulfilled. Now I'm dreaming to drive more and more bigger cars because as I speak now, again, I'm in the bond purchasing another car because I want to be like Lady Pinky, who says that she buys cars like buying breads. So that dream, I've already worked on it. Before Superlife, I had rented for almost 7 to 6 years, and I was really tired of that. But when I came across this opportunity, I made some money. And today, as I speak, I also managed to construct some buildings whereby I also go somewhere and get paid by my tenants. So I call myself a landlord also in Superlife. To those who don't understand this, I want to inform you that I'm still enjoying the Singapore in advance because it was really a great experience. Superlife has helped me to also take my kid. I'm having 2 kids for now, but one is studying. I've been able to take him to the good school, not the school I can afford, but the school I really want in my life. So he's studying, and even the younger one, when he starts studying very soon, she'll also go to that real school that I want. I also wanted to reside or to stay somewhere where there is nothing like sounds and this and that, small businesses, what. I never wanted to stay where there is congestion. But if I'm to show you where I stay now, as you can look, I can look at the whole city when I'm just at my house. You understand? I can see the whole city. There is no congestion. There is no shouting. There is nothing. The car I told you about, it is just there.
one of them. Yeah, to tell you the fact, this opportunity has really totally changed my life, and I'm so delighted about it. Now, when it comes to trips, me, I never prayed about traveling nations because let me tell you the fact. I personally, I don't have any relative who is living abroad. You understand? I never thought of traveling to go abroad to see who and to do what. That one, I never prayed for it. But let me tell you the fact. Superlife can give you something you prayed for. And even those you never prayed for, it is still found in Superlife and you can get them. I've been able to travel nations. I've been in Dubai for 2 times now. I've been in Zanzibar. I've been in Malaysia, a lot of different countries. I've been to Turkey. I've been to a lot of different countries, and I'm still traveling. I enjoyed Dubai in 2022. We have that great summit, and we slept on what we call the JW Marriott Hotel. It is one of the most expensive hotels in Dubai and in the world at large. It is the tallest hotel, the building which doesn't have anything but the hotel. We had a great enjoyment and experience at the Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, the Dubai Desert. We enjoyed a lot. But one thing I realized in Superlife, when they organize a trip, they put what we call the eating first. Because you eat until you feel bad. For the Ugandans, we say mpaka kuwulira bubi. You eat mpaka kuwulira bubi, or mpaka kuwulira bubi, you understand? So in Dubai, we ate and ate and ate until we got tired. Now I thought that one maybe came by luck. We ate by luck. Now when we went to Malaysia, it was still the same thing. The major activity that we do in those trips, let me inform you people who have not been there, the biggest activity we do is eating. Because as you are eating, they tell you, you people, hurry up, we need to go. Little do we know that they are taking us to also eat somewhere else. So you be here eating, they call you to go somewhere else to also eat. They take you in a room full of eats. You choose what to eat until you feel tired and you just leave them there. Let me tell you, in Malaysia, we went at what we call the KL Tower. It is the tallest tower in the world, the tallest communication tower. It is very long. We went there up in the sky. That's where we had our lunch. It was a great experience. We enjoyed the cable cars in Malaysia. It was my first time to enjoy the cable cars. It was a great experience. Now that was 2023. Now 2024, we have been able to go to Singapore, and it was really a great experience. I cannot even share everything. But the first thing I learned, it was an explanation from our own founder, who is called the Mr. Laitekin. He told us that Singapore is a fine country, whereby if you do something good, it is fine. It is well and good. But if you do something bad, it is still fine. They take you a fine. You pay for the something bad you have done. Even if you spit something like this, you have to pay over $300. So it is the one of the cleanest cities I've ever seen. It is very, very, very clean. They have a small land. They have a population of 5.9 million, but those people are really, really organized. They don't do anything bad to their country. Everything is organized. Everything is clean. It was a great sharing and a great experience. Now back to our Superlife. One thing I realized that this Superlife, it is not going anywhere, because every time I attend the trips and company seminars, I see some things to learn. But one of the first things I learned, Superlife is not going anywhere. It is you who will lose dreams and you leave it, but it will be there to stay. And the more you people quit, that is the more they organize for us who stay, who don't quit. If you quit, they organize us for something good again and again and again. So we really enjoyed so much. Let me tell you the fact. Mr. Lai organized for us something good. It was really a great sharing. I also got an opportunity to go to the stage. You people, let me tell you, in Dubai, I didn't get a chance to stand on the international stage. And in Malaysia, it was the same. Here in Singapore, I went on the stage. But guess what? I went on the stage when I'm a double diamond. You understand? That is a sixth ranker in the business. It means in the 6 years I've spent in the company, I've been able to cover a journey of some ranks. Let me tell you, it was a great sharing. I shared my testimony. People people from the different parts of the world, the leaders, they had to listen to me. I was so happy for that. It gave me more courage to work. So you people, most especially the big leaders, if you people quit, you are giving us a chance to raise again and again and again. So if you lose dreams and quit, it is up to you. But for us, we are here to stay. We really enjoyed it. It was a great experience. And me, what I learned from there, I may not organize something to go to Singapore with my team. I may not organize to go to Malaysia with my team. But when I came back, I also had to sit down and strategize, because I'm planning to take over 30 people under the Visionaries team to South Africa in December when the trip comes. But before I take those people, I need to take them when they know something about the plane, they know something about the hotel. So what I did, I had to come back and organize a small trip. We are going to Zanzibar with the Visionaries team. We are going around July to August before we go to South Africa. I have to go to Zanzibar and enjoy, then come back and prepare for South Africa. That one is my team, and it is my personal organization. It is my personal trip that I organized with my team to enjoy. And to tell you, Super Queen, we are coming to South Africa to also enjoy, to explore, to see what is happening there. Because Superlife, when you join Superlife, you must get a passport, whether you want or not, because traveling is a must. When you join Superlife, you have to get a driving license, because whether you want or not, you have to drive. When you join Superlife, you must accept to be called a landlord. You understand? So things of that kind, you must accept to be called a millionaire. So it was really a great experience, great sharing. I really enjoyed. So I cannot proceed from here because we have great leaders who are going to share with us. Thank you so much for listening to me. I remain Seven Joseph Mutumba, the CEO of Visionaries team. May the good Lord bless you. Thank you so much, my upline, Mr. Wahab, my financial angel, who brought me to this opportunity. It was because of you that I'm here today. Thank you so much, the MLM Prince and Mr. Wanwe, the flag bearers of Superlife Uganda. Those people have done, those good gentlemen have done as well. They have been able to help our business to also grow fast. And thank you so much, everyone all over the world. Thank you so much. May the good Lord bless you. I sign out.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I've loved his kind of sharing, because he says he doesn't want to come with his 30 leaders to South Africa when they don't know anything about the plane, they don't know anything. So he has decided to organize a trip to Zanzibar for his leaders in the Visionaries team, that they are going to first go to Zanzibar to learn the lifestyle. When you are with those whites, you are with in a different area of people, such that when they come to South Africa, it is something very different. So I see a great success in that, and we can't wait to celebrate those leaders who will go to Zanzibar. So before giving the microphone to our Queen Mother, because I've been here and I remember this small kind of, because we need to all still be on. Mr. Wanwe got a challenge, because where he is, the network has completely failed to connect him here. So we'll have our Queen Mother wrap up the meeting. But before we give her the chance, because as here and then, I remembered something to share with each and everyone. You know, when I was in Singapore, it was one evening, we were at the gala dinner, and this gala dinner was a kind of recognition. Well, when I came to Singapore, I had already qualified and achieved a great rank. So I didn't know, I thought, no wonder I have achieved this rank. I thought maybe they would say, because I'm still young, because I'm still small in size, because maybe I thought there would be any kind of excuse that would be put up for me not to be recognized. But guess what? Hard work doesn't determine your age, your size, your color, or anything. So it was this great evening. I was called up on the stage. And as you can see, the first picture there, this was time whereby I stood up on stage and I really felt like this is really worth it. As you can see there, I was heading on stage, and the next picture, because I'm going to show you everything step by step when I'm heading on stage. Here I had reached the last floor on the stage, because at first I thought on the stairs, maybe I could miss one stair and not manage to reach the top of the stage. I managed to reach the top, and on reaching the top, it is at this moment that the CEOs of Superlife World had to dress me up with a congratulation on my biggest and latest rank in the business, which is the Crown Ambassador 1. As you can see, that kind of recognition. Then I continue to show you step by step, because me, I couldn't believe this. Here, I had already achieved, and they had already dressed me up and wrapped me up very well. And all this was possible because of the teamwork, because of the cooperation, because of the commitment of each and everyone who is onto this platform. Because this success is not only by myself, but it is, I owe it all to each and everyone who is on the platform. As you can see, they gave me the first award, the second one, until the third one. I couldn't believe that all these awards were mine. As you can see the picture here, I was still amused because my looks were so amused. I couldn't believe. Maybe I thought they would say, no, for you, we shall recognize you, maybe, or what and what. But all that happened because when you work hard, indeed, automatically, you have to be celebrated. So you can see posing with the great men who have changed this world. You can see me posing there in a picture, having an apron, having a certificate, having a great award, all for my amazing rank of the Crown Ambassador 1 into the business. So as you can see, that is the kind of rank I was recognized on. And I didn't take this for granted. It gave me a motivation to know that if I've managed to achieve this and being recognized on an international stage, it means if I put in more hard work, I'm going to succeed more. I'm going to inspire very many young people out there who are all going to make it happen. But guess what? After being recognized with this kind of achievement, the CEO whispered a special and a great message to me. Can anyone guess the kind of special message? And I would want to share this same secret the CEO told to me, because when I was here, we are going to end this meeting without being able to tell you the simple message. Everyone, if you are ready to hear this great news from the CEO, Superlife World, the news he whispered to me, you can just type yes, yes, you're ready. Yeah, I can see people are ready. Just type yes if you're ready to hear the special message he whispered into my ears. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I can see very many people are ready to hear the special news. So, being that all of us are ready to hear the special news, allow me to present to you the special news the CEO told to me. So, on the CEO whispering to me, he told me they are going to come to Uganda. They are going to come to Uganda. Let me see some fire for people who are excited for this special message. Let me see some flames and fire, because they told me they are coming to Uganda as they are planning for South Africa and what? Everything else can wait, but they are coming to Uganda. So on this special message whispered to me, they told me in Uganda, we are going to have the biggest ever event that has ever happened in the whole of East Africa. So as we talk, the CEO whispered to me that in June 2024, we are going to have a special event in Uganda. And as I can say, as we are going to have our next speaker, our Queen Mother, maybe we could also be glad. You never know. She may want to also join up to come and also visit us in Uganda. Maybe I'm just asking, maybe if I'm to ask the people who have attended from Uganda, you can just type yes if you would want Queen Mother to come along with the CEOs to Uganda in the month of June 2024. The dates are going to be announced. Wow. Queen Mother, I can see a lot of people are typing yes, yes. They are so much eager to host you into Uganda with our CEOs in June 2024. So the good thing, we have our Queen Mother who is available right now from South Africa, and she's a great hardworking lady doing this business very extraordinary, achieving a lot, and also helping very many people in South Africa to achieve, because she has led the great team in South Africa. Very many of the achievers who have traveled the world, they have brought properties, they have changed a lot in terms of their financial situation. So without wasting any time, allow me to give a chance to our Queen Mother, who is going to also tell us, in terms of the excitement people here have to want to host her into Uganda. Maybe she will tell us whether she is ready not to disappoint these people from Uganda. So allow me to welcome back our Queen Mother, Madam Pinkstar, to share with us at this moment. The floor is all yours, and we are ready to listen.
Thank you so much, Mr. MLM Prince. Wow. Yes, thank you so much for the invitation. Of course, we are coming. Mkulu, we are coming to Uganda.
We'll be there.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Everyone in Uganda, just put up the flames. Our Queen Mother has accepted that she's going to come with the CEOs to Uganda in June.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much for the great honor.
Thank you so much for the invitation, guys. We are honored. We are going to make sure that we are there, and we are going to make sure that Uganda is going to be explosive. This event that you are going to have, leaders, is going to showcase for you all that indeed Superlife is the business that is going to take over to any other thing that is in existence right now, if there's still any. But yeah, thank you so much, leaders. Wow, the speakers, everyone was so good to give a good picture out there for everyone that was not with us in Singapore. Indeed, all those that have been said, the experience, guys, in Singapore was out of this world. I mean, even myself, I saw Mkulu and the Pioneer, they became like, they were like children. You know, when they were going to ride, what was that called? A roller coaster. I was like, guys, do you even think that you are old? Your heart, I don't trust if you are going to survive that. But I'm happy that they went, and they said to me, you know why we went in there? Because at our young age, we never got to experience such. And for me, it says and confirm one thing, leaders. You know, when you join network marketing business, there are things that we always say, you must be rest assured. This is what the package comes with. One, you must be rest assured you are going to get a time freedom. When you do MLM, especially when you are with Superlife, you are going to enjoy time freedom. You are going to enjoy a lifestyle. You are going to enjoy to buy things because you want to buy, and you are also going to enjoy to eat the kind of food that you want to eat without even checking the price. So all those things are things that we always emphasize to people that come to network marketing. These things, you are rest assured, I know everyone out there, whatever that you are doing it because you want to make money, you want to earn money, money that is enough for you to be able to enjoy life. But I promise you, you can only be able to tap on that if only you are doing network marketing under Superlife umbrella. So myself as a Superlife Queen Mother, the name I was given by my upline, he said, I'm a Mama Africa. My hope, my wish in this business of Superlife is to see each and everyone who has ever said to, I am taking Superlife business as an opportunity to win, to make it, because at the end of the day, this is one platform I've come to realize, having been in the industry of network marketing for more than 25 years. Mkulu always say our firstborn is 29 years of age. So we started network marketing before he was even born. It's a story for another day for you to understand how it all started. So I'm very excited when I saw the youngsters that were with us in Singapore and get to realize that, you know what, it's still possible. It's still possible. It's just a matter of time for our own children, for our own youth here in South Africa to realize that indeed, like Leader Nobathembu said, we have so many postgraduates that are unemployed. We have so many postgraduates that are not affording the lifestyle that they've once dreamed of. But if you partner with Superlife, please just be sure and know that it's going to happen for you. So when you do this business, there are so many things that you need to look out for. The thing is, in Superlife, we have seen so many accumulating money that they were able to buy cars. Yes, I've said it in Singapore. We buy cars like we are buying bread when you do Superlife. Even myself, it was once a dream. I never knew that it will really come to life. And I never knew that it will be something that will come to pass at the age that I also say I'm still young, guys. I'm still young. Yes, I'm still young. Yeah, so even myself, I managed to get all that I've ever dreamed of at a good age, I must say. But if I were to turn the time, I was going to say, Lord, allow me to go back to my 20s so that I can find this Superlife opportunity when I'm still young, still vibrant, still able to enjoy, you know, all these things that I mentioned here that the leaders have enjoyed in Singapore. I couldn't go to all because I was tired somehow. Me and my other leaders that we were with, I think we are the one team that came with our elders as well. We have our eldest leader here that was age of 74, 72, somewhere there, but she's above 70. And even herself, she found herself enjoying seeing all that was happening at the Universal. What was that place? Universal. I forgot the name, but yeah, we were there.
Universal Studios. The Universal Studios.
Thank you, Universal Studios. So we get to enjoy this. This is what network marketing can offer to you. It can allow you to travel the world. It can allow you to mingle, to see and meet and read and learn from other cultures. Network marketing is one opportunity that allows you to decide to just move to any other place that you want to be and find yourself booked in a hotel, in a very expensive hotel. Like today, I'm in Lesotho and I'm booked at Avani Hotel, and it's one of the expensive hotels in this country. So I'm saying to you leaders, it can only happen when you take this opportunity and you are able to focus and you are consistent. Yes, there's so much that is happening outside. But what I want you to learn in this industry, you must learn to know that in this industry, you will find people who do not have the integrity. You will find people who who develop jealousy along the way. So for you, you must always remain focused and know your why and know why you decided to join Superlife. Because I always say to leaders, as I'm one of the leaders who joined the business at an early stage, that was 2018, 1st of May. Whatever that was said, there was a roadmap that was stipulated, was stated at the time. And whatever that was stated in that roadmap, Superlife has given it to us. Right now, most of us are enjoying, we are building towards enjoying the uni-level bonus, which was a bonus that was promised at that time. And I remember the leaders that we were with, we used to be very happy, excited that we are going to be enjoying this bonus where you are going to have your 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right. And today, I am seeing it happening, and I'm very proud to say to you leaders, focus on looking at what Superlife is giving us on the table. If you can just follow the Superlife pay plan, the way it is placed on the table, don't question anything. Don't be an expert, because the mistake that most people do when they join this business, especially Superlife, I always say maybe it's because we have a humble CEO, Mr. Lightek Ken. It then end up making people thinking that maybe they are clever than him, they can do better than him, they can, you know, it's those silly mistakes that makes people to divert from their lane. So when you join Superlife, there's one thing that I always encourage or advise people to do: remain humble, remain focused, and always remember that your position is what you are given. You are given, you are called to be a distributor, and the company is going to recognize you for doing your part. And forget anything else. Allow them to lead us, allow them to drive this vehicle, because they have the ones who knows what is going to happen at the end of the tunnel. So having said that, leaders, I'm so excited that our management is coming to Africa, and also that they are going to be visiting Uganda, of which I must say, leaders, before you could even invite us, it's been on our heart that as our brothers and sisters in Uganda, we need to visit you. So we are happy to say we are coming to Uganda, and also to say you are all welcome. I'm not sure how you are going to be accommodated, because I tried to beg our CEO that please, 1,000 participants is not going to be enough for us, but we need to have at least 1,500 capacity so that it can accommodate everyone, because I could hear even the people from Asia, they are excited, they want to come to Africa. So I know we are not going to disappoint, we are going to deliver. We are looking forward to this upcoming event, especially because we are going to have the doctor that is backing our product. We are going to have Dr. Fred Zuli, and we are going to be mingling and taking pictures with him. You know, that is adding value to our company, to our product, because right now, you know, in anything, it's just general, it's just natural. In anything, everyone always sees an opportunity. So us as Superlife, having been the company that has showcased the original plant-based stem cell, now everyone is taking advantage of that. So we say, but look at the facts. Superlife is the only company so far that is showing the doctor that is backing their product. That is adding value on its own. So even that, leaders, I want to encourage you, like leaders are saying, you must make sure that you are there, because for your business, it's going to add value. And again, I don't want to leave this one out. I must say to you leaders, you know, traveling and seeing other countries, it opens your mind. It opens your thinking. You are able to see that there is more to what you know. There is more possibilities. You know, I was saying to Mkulu when we were driving to where we are, that when we realize that our business, it's a business that actually wants you to leave your comfort zone. You need to be out there. It's where you are going to get the people. So I was excited because we met quite a number of people on our way. And for me, it encouraged me that, okay, we are still within. Really, when we seated and discussing and planning, we are very much current with what is happening. So indeed, we have to encourage our leaders that, guys, Superlife, it's one opportunity that is real, is one opportunity that is able to change your story from zero to hero. Even myself, when I took up a stage in Singapore, I was confused. I was not sure how to feel, because to me it was once a dream. There was a lady that I saw on stage when I first visited Malaysia, and then I said to myself, One day I see myself amongst those. And I never realized that when I said that, I meant to say I will even be speaking on an international stage. So leaders, it's one possible platform that is able to give you what you ever wanted in your life. You hear leaders here are telling you they have been able to afford to buy cars, they are buying properties, they are becoming landlords. So if you ever thought that this is an opportunity that is not meant for you, I just want to say to you, please, that is just because of the system. The system has deprived us all to think that we can make it in this life. So having said all these leaders, I just want to say to you, you are in the right space, you are in the right business. This is the opportunity for you to shine, because Superlife has given us so many tools for us to go boldly out there and be able to sell ourselves. And I also want to say, leaders from Uganda, I'm learning so much from you. You know, the way you conduct your business is teaching me that there's so much that I need to teach my people here in South Africa, that in this, we need to take this opportunity as a serious business, as a serious job, because the way we do it here, it's like we are doing it casually, you know, we are doing it as if, you know, but even when we're doing it that way, I'm very much happy to say thank you so much, my team. Thank you so much, Crown Team SA. You have outdone yourself, leaders. We are where we are because of your efforts. And I just want to say, each and every one of you, even those who have left the business, I still have so much respect, because today there are families that are living healthy because of your input. So thank you so much, Leader MLM Prince, for this opportunity and for responding to my call that we must have a meeting of such. And today I've seen so much that is really, if we can continue holding each other's hand, we can go very far. So to everyone, and even our guests in the platform, those that we have invited that are not yet members, I am certain now you are so sure now that this is really a business that you need to be part of. And yes, in Superlife, we shine and we say life is super. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the regards. And indeed, life is very super. So for each and everyone, you've heard for yourself that in South Africa, Dr. Fred Zweli is going to be attending. So only miss if you must. Mr. Leitekin is ready to host over 1,500 participants in South Africa. So it is upon you to have your team having the highest number to attend. We meet in South Africa. See you all. Life is so super. So we are going to all unmute and we say life is super.
Super life.
We all say life is super.
Life is super. Life is super.
Wow, life is super.
Life, then what?
Life is super.
Life is super.